Chapter 4, Part 2, Conflicts. So, the objectives for this video are we're going to begin by having the opportunity to identify the different normative claims that conflicted in the story about Sandra and Jose. We're going to consider when moral claims might override claims from the realm of etiquette, law, and the prudential realm. And we'll have the opportunity to reflect on what to do when moral claims conflict with other moral claims. When we discussed values in Chapter 1, we saw that there were several different normative realms, each with their own value and prescriptive claims. The other normative realms included the realm of etiquette, the realm of law, and the prudential realm. As Sandra's story shows, a single situation can bring several of these normative realms into conflict with each other. So, what we're going to look at now is the way that these realms conflict. A number of considerations pull Sandra in the direction of truthfully reporting Jose. She has a legal duty to report him, a prudential motivation not to jeopardize her ESL program, and a moral responsibility to tell the truth. But other considerations pull Sandra in the opposite direction. She also has a prudential reasons for protecting her program by not reporting him. Remember, it's an ESL program, and there's plenty of reasons to believe that it would damage her program if she reported Jose. She has moral duties to remain loyal to Jose, to support his need for friends, and to do what she can to protect his life. In this case, a genuine concern. So when we look more closely at the conflicting normative realms, we see that although claims from any normative realm are important, moral values and prescriptions tend to override other normative claims. So when we think about moral claims and claims from the realm of etiquette going together, surely we believe that claims of etiquette should not take precedent over moral claims. So, for example, we don't think that we would be required to lie in order to be able to keep our elbows on the table. Claims of etiquette do create obligations, but those obligations are not as strong as the obligations that moral claims create. But what about legal and prudential claims? Don't these sometimes rival moral claims in importance? Well, there's no tension when a claim from another realm agrees with an applicable moral claim. For instance, Sandra is legally and morally called upon to be honest. This sort of overlap isn't unusual, since many laws derive from moral claims. However, doesn't the fact that legal claims derive from moral claims imply a priority of the moral over the law? There's also a long-standing precedent for deferring to moral values when a law violates those requirements. For example, in opposing racially discriminatory laws, Martin Luther King Jr. appealed to the moral requirements of justice. The moral requirements of justice were also appealed to when nations boycotted South Africa's system of apartheid. And abolitionists likewise battled slavery on moral grounds while breaking laws. Now, what about morals in the prudential realm? When it comes to conflicts between the moral realm and the prudential realm, it's not uncommon to find examples of people who put their own self-interest before the demands of morality. However, we usually judge these choices to be wrong. So, for example, we condemn a business person who hurts their clients to make a lot of money, and on the other side, we commend soldiers or doctors and relief workers who risk their lives to combat genocide, rampaging disease, and justice around the world. Now, what about when moral values conflict with other moral values? As we're soon going to see, it's also possible for one moral value to override other moral values. Figuring out what normative realm takes precedence can be easy when we look at extreme examples. However, things get very interesting if we keep pushing to try to find the breaking point in our intuitions. For example, generally speaking, normative claims in the realm of etiquette are overridden by moral claims. However, Could you imagine creating a situation where we could imagine a claim from the realm of etiquette overriding a moral claim? I'll leave that to you to try out. So to review, what are the different normative claims that conflict in the story about Sandra and Jose? When do moral claims override claims from the realm of etiquette, law, and the prudential realm? What can we do when moral claims conflict with other moral claims?